Welcome, WMTC Cyber Theological Seminary. So today's lesson is Leadership Development Lesson. No, it's a subject 2, Lesson 1. The leadership test. Leadership test. Test over life show maturity and the possibility of the leader. A leader, the leadership quiz is a set of questions designed to assess individuals' knowledge and skill and characteristic related to leadership. So I will give you some questions, and these quizzes are often used as a tool for self-assessment. These quizzes are often used as a tool for your self-assessment and as a means to evaluate the leadership, the potential, or the effectiveness. The leadership, the quiz, typically the cover a range of the topic, such as leadership style, communication skill, decision-making, ability, or problem-solving, strategic, and emotional intelligence. Okay, look at the quiz. Which one of the following is a key, the characteristic of an effective leader? Authoritarianism, micromanagement, empathy, and dictatorship. So which of the following is a key characteristic or effective leader? As an effective leader, which one is? Okay. Answer is letter C, empathy. What is the primary role of a leader? What is the primary role of a leader? Issuing order and command and controlling and supervising others, inspiring and guiding others, and achieving the personal success. Okay, choose by yourself. Then check. The answer is letter C, inspiring and guiding the others. So which leadership style? Leadership style involving the giving team members a high level of autonomy and independence. Which one is? Authoritarian leadership, democratic leadership, laissez-faire leadership, transactional leadership. So you must understand a little bit. Okay, what is this? Is the laissez-faire leadership. Laissez-faire leadership is the leadership style where the leader gives employees a lot of autonomy and freedom, and then step back and let them work independently. And authoritarian leadership is a style of leadership where a leader has absolute authority and control over their subordinates. Authoritarian leaders are also known as the co-thiever or the dictatorship leader. The transactional leadership is kind of the management style that use a reward. I will give you, and then you do this, okay? Or if you do not this, I punish you. And reward and punish to give a motivate employee and maintain the performance the standard. So what is answer? So your answer, I check, and here the letter C is the answer. What is the importance of effective communication in leadership? Okay, check by yourself. Importance of effective communication leadership is it foster, letter D, it foster understanding and collaboration. And then 5, which one of the following is a characteristic of the transformational leader? Transformational leader. Characteristic of transformational leader is, answer is ABCD. Okay, answer is a letter C, inspiring and motivating others. Which leadership skill involve the ability to understand and manage one's own emotion, emotional intelligence, decision making, negotiation, delegation. Your answer is, okay, the answer is a letter A, okay, emotional intelligence. What does the term servant leadership refer to? Leaders who prioritize their personal need above others. Leaders who focus on fulfilling their own goal and ambitions. Leaders who prioritize the need of their team's command. Leaders who emphasize their authority and power. Okay, so the answer is a C. Life is a series of tests. Okay? So who likes the test? Who likes the exam? I think it's nobody likes this kind of test. We cannot ignore the test. Okay, it is necessary. Exam is required, necessary. Every from the elementary, middle school, high school, even college, everywhere, even the government office, they pass the test. Tester present potential and ability. Psalm 26:2, test me, Nasha. Test me, Nasha, O Lord, and try me, examine my heart and my mind. Also, there is some the Genesis 22:1. Also, there's a test word. Now it came to pass that after these things that God tested Abraham. God tested Abraham. This test is so heavy, so is the humorous. Also, is very hard, a very difficult test to Abraham, and said to Abraham, "Yes, here I am. Offer your only son. Offer your son." Oh, how can? In the, also Exodus chapter 16, that I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. Or Deuteronomy chapter 8:16, who fed you in the wilderness with a manna, which your father did not know, that he might humble you and that he might test you. Do you good to end? Yeah. Yeah, test is nobody enjoy the test. Yes, test is actually it's not easy. But anyway, we have to pass the test. Exam tell us our skill and ability. There is no advance notice. We can not prepare in advance trial. All the product must pass the test. The leader also are tested. You must pass also the test to develop. The purpose of test is to measure person's knowledge or understanding of the subject or skill. Tester can also be used to identify strengths and weakness. Tester can help identify area where a person needs improvement, provide feedback. Tester can be used to measure progress over time, motivate the student. In this tester can motivate the student to study and a variety of learning. Tester can be a form of learning activity that help the student see material from a different perspective. Also, tester can help the teachers evaluate their own teaching by identifying the area where they should spend more time or change their approach. Accredit the qualified student. Some profession require students to demonstrate that they have acquired certain skill and knowledge. The exam gives us the test. The test is an opportunity for maturity or the challenge to show the potential and the maturity. There's a three exam, the three test is the first one is internal poverty. That's obedience, self-centered. And inner stagnation, you know, if you feel the internal the poverty, maybe you need some the test. Also, you feel an inner stagnation. There's a stop growing, no more improve. That is a inner stagnation. So when you feel the inner stagnation, you need also the test, you need exam. And the inner growth, it means you want to feel to feel more the mature, more growth. Also, you need the test. So when you are self-tested, when there is inner poverty, inner stagnation, when there is no more growth, and when the inner growth and tested to become more mature. Do you have ever experienced the test? How did you respond? What does the recent test show? Please discuss with the group and then maybe write down the answer. So, what is Abraham's test? A test of faith. Express the truth over heart. That is Abraham's test. It is not the will of God that Isaac dies. Test for obedience. God have no plan to kill the Isaac. No? To die, Isaac is not the will of God. The Abraham, he understands. Abraham's test is so big and so difficult, but the Abraham is a trust 100%. God is not going to kill Isaac. David's the tester. Oh, let the evil of the wicked come to an end, but establish the righteous. For the righteous God tests the heart and mind. David's life was also so hard, so tribulation, so difficult. Even he attacked by his own sons, and he flee from the Absalom. And this also is the King Saul is trying to kill David. There's a lot of the test and trial, but the David is only trust God, and he trusts the authority over God's. You have the test in my heart. You have visited me in night. You have tried me and have found nothing. I have proposed that my mouth shall not transgression. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Train my mind and my heart. The test is fear. However, test me. And the David's answer, he's very, very as a clear and honest to God. And he do the best. He absolutely understand God's sovereign, God's authority. The test is a friend. The test tell the truth. You guess what is the Bathsheba's case? And when I kept silent, my bone grew old through my groaning all the day long. No, because of the Bathsheba, is the David was so, is he was his mind was so is devastated. He groaning and day and night. He trying to hide. He trying to hide, but it cannot hide before God. It's not confessing. It's when he denies. He wouldn't like to confess these sins, but Nathan revealed it. Almost 1 year is King David and trying to hide their sins, but at the last he confessed their sins. How about the Paul's tester also his faith? Examine yourself as to whether you are in the faith. Test yourself. Do you not know yourselves that Jesus Christ is in you? Unless indeed you are disqualified. If you have no Jesus in you, you are not qualified. Leader must accept this kind of test. First Thessalonians 3:5. For this reason, when I could no longer endure it, I sent to know your faith, lest my son means the tempter had tempted you, and our labor might be in vain. James, brethren, rejoice if you meet the many trial, multicolor. So everybody has tests, but we have to overcome this kind of test. James chapter 1, 2, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trial. Calculate through the eyes of God. Mathematically calculate from God's point of view, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. What is the definition of test? It is the opportunity of the challenging that the leader to show their potential and maturity. The test means test is a determination of whether an individual or the family is eligible for government benefit, assistance, or welfare, based upon whether the individual or the family possesses the means to do with less or the none of that help. Do not lay a hand on the boy, he said. Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your sons, your only son. Abraham looked up, and there in a thick, he saw a ram. Okay, he saw a ram
caught by its horn. This is image of Jesus Christ who they hang on the cross and they bring the cross on his backs. This ram is a representative of Jesus Christ. Is also is a typology of Jesus Christ. He went over and took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his sin. As Jesus Christ, they offer his body as a burnt offering instead of our life, instead of our sins. That is exactly talk about sins. Test me, O Lord, and try me, examine my heart and my mind. Search me, O God. God knows my heart. Test me, know my anxious thought. See if there is my offensive way in me, and lead me in the way. Now please answer this blank. What? We must blank the exam in each the course of growth. What is the answer? We pass all the tests. Yes, pass. Without pass, we cannot be qualified. The test must come before the promotion and substitute what God exalts you to exalt by themselves and exalted by others. This is promotion. Growth is revealed. It's a leader need for growth, but it cannot be immediately. It's a jump to the one you want to be. Surely there is a process. There is an exam. Through the exam, you need improve and promoted. Growth is revealed through this kind of and motivation test. Does a job fear God for nothing? Satan replied, have you not put a hedge around him and his household and everything he has? You have blessed the work of his hand, so that this flock and bird herd and spread throughout the land. But stretch out your hand and strike everything he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. See, motivation test. Check your motivation. Why are you studying? Why are you doing this ministry? Check continuously. What is your motivation? Your ministry. Even you are doing this. And stewardship test. And he told them this, the parable, the ground of the certain rich man that produced a good crops. He thought to himself, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops because it's abundant, it's a large, it's a big harvest. What is the principle of stewardship? Once the view of economics, the personal, the financial management, we must strategically manage the work entrusted to us. Be a good man. Matthew 25:21. His master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. Yes, I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness. Money, the times, household management, you have to teach them well, very well. The test of the wilderness. What is this? The test of wilderness. He lead, Deuteronomy 8:15. He lead you through his vast and dreadful desert, that's thirsty, and the waterless, and with each the venomous snake and the scorpion. He brought you water out of hard rock. He gave you manna to eat in the desert, some things your father had never known, to hunger and to test you, so that in the end it might go well with you. No, it's a solitude, silence, experience of the trial. Look at the Joseph, even he in prison, but he kept silence and listened to God. And David, and he hide in cave. Moses, his wilderness of the Midian, and eliminate pride, no, eliminate fear, and eliminate anger, and change the basic habits of the life, change the center of our existence. Actually, it need to be refined. What are your wilderness trial? Think about this, and this dear heart, your heart. Galatians 12:11 says, when the Peter came to Antioch, I opposed him to his face because he was clearly in the wrong. Before certain men that came from James, he used to eat with the Gentile, but when they arrived, he began to draw back and separate himself from the Gentile because he was afraid. No, Peter's his attitude. He afraid of those who belong to the circumcision groups. The other Jew joined him in his hypocrisy. So that by their hypocrisy, even Barnabas was led astray for it. This test will show you whether or not the compromise is against the gods, the moral and the value, despite the urgent testing authority. 1 Samuel 24:2. So Saul took 3,000 chosen men from the old Israel and set out to look for David and his men near the crag of the wild goat. The men said, this is the day of the Lord spoke of when he said to him, I will give your enemy into your hand for you to deal with as you wish. Then David crept up unnoticed and cut off a corner of Saul's robe. We have to have this kind of attitude. This test showed whether you obey authority will please God. And when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive him, so that your Father in heaven may forgive you your sins. When we are right and the other party is significantly wrong, it is very difficult. However, the greatest temptation to urge someone admits and make a fall to us. So when their faith and happiness depend on our hands, we have a power to refuse or bless. If you have the face with a man on foot and they have won you out, how can you compete with a horse? If you stumble in the safe country, how will you manage in the thicket by the Jordan of God? Examination of time. And Esther chapter 4:14. For if you remain silent at this time, the deliverance for the Jew will arise from another place. But you and your father's family will perish. You know, but that you have come to royal position for such a time as this. You know, this is for this. Your position is for this. The principle of timing, know when to step back, know the when to step back, know the when to step back, know when to step back, stop when it is good. You know, to quit when the company is doing well. If you quit when the company is going bad, all the responsibility is on you. This test revealed the degree over, no degree test over Lord's sovereignty. Even Jesus Christ passed the test. When he had finished speaking, he said to Simon, "Put out into deep water and let down the net for a catch." Simon answered, "Master, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything, but because of you say, I will let down the net." When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their net began to break. Began to break. This the net also is the representative of Jesus Christ, body of Christ. So they the signaled the partner in the other boat to come and help them, and they came and filled the boat so full that they began to word of God. Let's apply. What trial did you experience this year? Did you pass the test? Please experience. So share with your own group. And no matter undergoing some test, write down action to show trust in God. So this is all for today. Let's continue to next the class.